What's up, nerds? Welcome to another episode of Nerd Entertainment Syndicate, the podcast edition. Today we're coming to you from the Evil Dead Cabin.
Right. So we got a little monster today with us that just somehow likes to interrupt.
You'll be hearing a lot of little deadite voices and interruptions and bangs from down below the basement.
Yeah. But anyways, how's your week been so far, Drew?
It's been pretty good. We got a lot to talk about this week. Big news always drops. Even the day after we record, we get bigger news than what we talk about.
Yep. So, but a lot of trailers. So.
A lot of trailers this week. Big one to start off with, Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man Homecoming dropped last week.
Amazing trailer. Enjoyed watching, seeing how the Falcon's going to look.
Super awesome.
Or not Falcon. Vulture.
The
sorry,
Vulture, yeah.
Vulture there. But it
Same
looked pretty
universe.
cool. Yeah, but it was a little larger than life, too. I wasn't expecting to be as, you know what I mean? I was expecting kind of like a little contraction. You know, so all right, I can imagine wings. They pulled it off with the Falcon, so
very tech heavy with the wings,
right?
And yeah, I don't know if does he have a background in like aviation and science and stuff? Because he's got like looks like aviation type of tech, and he's got with the bomber jacket
himself kind of deal. But I was wondering if because Falcon is out there with kind of similar.
That's true.
Design. I wonder, like, you know what? We need to somehow differentiate. Differentiate between those, those two.
But that almost seems very Falcon tech.
Yeah.
That you brought him up.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they weren't gonna. I just knew they were gonna do feathers.
But overall, that trailer looked fun. I mean, Spider-Man, Peter Parker looks like a fun character.
The comedy still going there.
The comedy, you see the Peter Parker side in high school, the like you mentioned, the best of both worlds from what we had before.
Yes,
the Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield.
Yep, that, and then we're also talking about best of both worlds with the Ultimate Spider-Man, Miles Morales, and Peter Parker.
They have a character from that universe in this movie.
His little chubby sidekick friend, not sidekick, but he's chubby friend that he confides to that tells him that he's Spider-Man.
So do you actually feel that? Because of that, they're using a Miles Morales character. There won't be a Miles Morales in this universe?
But I think so. I mean, let's not get the water a little bit muddy now. If they were going to go that way, they should have done it way before.
Yeah, because there was a big, not outcry, but a fan, because he's a fan favorite.
He is.
He was fan cast as Donald Glover. They wanted him to play the Miles Morales character, and he even voiced him in like an animated version, I believe.
Right.
So, I mean... But yeah, overall, and seeing Robert Downey Jr. in the trailer, the Iron Man.
All right, that was cool.
That was fun. That little funny bit in the car with him, and then just see him at the end, like fly across the city with Peter Parker. It was so awesome. So that I'm like really looking forward to. So we're
cannot wait.
Both excited for that one. I believe 2017 in June, July. I think we kind of brought it up. And
then the next trailer, which is badass trailer, is John Wick Volume 2.
That was super cool. So we had a second trailer drop for that.
Yeah, and amazing. So and it's pretty much, from what it seems, is like he's been greenlit or someone's putting a lot of money for it.
Like a contract on his head.
Yeah, exactly.
From what it looks like in that trailer, like he was asked to do a job, denies it, and so a contract's put out on his head, and just the ensuing action looks freaking amazing.
That scene in the park or near the water fountain.
Oh, where he's like, someone's talking to him like, "Hey, you know what's gonna happen," and then everybody.
This is a big deal. Like, you don't understand how big of a deal it is, and everybody stops. Like, oh.
Everybody just freezes, like the mannequin challenge. It gets
we're all here just to protect this one guy.
Or who knows? If they're there to protect him,
I took it as that. I was like, I bet you that's his protection, you know.
That's crazy. Well, I mean, John Wick. I don't know if he needs protection.
Yeah, but
being John Wick.
No, the other guy, the dude, the messenger.
Okay.
So okay, that makes sense. Yeah. So I was like, oh.
That I can see. Yeah.
So it looks like a very amazing movie. The gun fu, it's already looking phenomenal, and we've seen those videos of him, training. So, God, I can't wait until Deadpool comes out with hopefully similar type of.
And then being that Deadpool 2 has the director of this movie, so that's going to be cool. John Wick, I like the little, I don't know if you've seen the Funkos. There's like a pre-order for the Funko.
The one with the bloody John Wick.
They look super cool. It looks like just like a mini little Keanu Reeves.
How can a figure that essentially looks the same all across, just different painting, can look so much like a character.
Same little body shape, same little head, round head, like how they change it with
The
little
little
details.
design, yeah, that's funny.
The little details.
I can't wait for that movie. It's a good resurrection to his career, man.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, Keanu Reeves is like, who would have expected him to be this huge action star?
Yeah,
I mean, he had the Matrix.
He was an action star.
Yeah,
but that kind of stuff kind of withers away as time goes by. I mean, Matrix is 2003, 2002.
Early 2000s, maybe. Well, the first Matrix was I think 98, 99.
No.
That long ago, I think.
No.
So. I think so.
Look it up.
Let me IMDb.
I'll put in a monster that this is 2002. 2003.
The first Matrix?
Yeah.
1999.
Jesus Christ. God. I guess I was wrong.
You owe me that monster.
Oh, we're a monster.
And I like them in white.
But that even makes my case even better. That's 10,
17.
18 years. That's 18 years. Think about that. That's a new kid becoming a young adult of a movie since it came out.
Yeah.
And he first of all, he has that Johnny Depp gene where he doesn't age at all.
He's a vampire.
Yep. So 18 years from when he was in his prime physical fitness, just with, health and everything like that, to he's still looking amazing.
To even now, what is he, like in his 40s maybe? Late 40s?
I don't know, 200s.
240s?
He's 255. He's been young forever. But either way, awesome. Not many people can transition to do an action hero again,
He's 52.
What?
52 years old.
I know people 30 look older than him.
I look older than him.
So anyways, that's a good resurrection for his career.
That's cool. Yeah.
That makes it even better, more amazing, doesn't it?
Just John Wick's every 2 years.
Just 50. 50. My dad's 51.
He's
God.
killing it. Your dad's waking up with back pain.
He could be my dad's son. The way he looks. Oh, man.
Wow. Yeah. So more trailers. A little teaser trailer that dropped today. I'm pretty sure you're excited for this one.
Yes,
I'm sure you saw that.
It confused the shit out of me.
Blade Runner 2049.
The shit out of me.
Little teaser trailer. I barely remember.
Okay.
You said Blade Runner was one of your favorites of all time.
I have it. So one day you gotta come over and we'll watch it.
I got it too. We got it on tape at home.
Oh no, but I have the extended director's cut
there's like
edition,
4 or 5 different editions.
This is what the original, was supposed to be kind of like the Donner's cut, or the original
director's cut.
Yeah. So
version 3. Yeah.
Exactly. So I finished watching the movie saying, he's not human. He's a replicant.
Harrison Ford's character, right?
And then you see him old. I was like, Jesus Christ, what? My world is.
So so we have I guess Ryan Gosling now is in the lead, but Harrison Ford returns as Deckard. Mm-hmm. So you're thinking, your theory is he is a replicant.
Yes.
Okay. Do they age? Is that a thing?
No, I'm not. I mean, not really. Not supposed to.
Okay. So we'll see how that's explained, because he's obviously aged Harrison Ford.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. So either way, I'm excited for it.
Again, just barely a teaser trailer. We have no idea what the story's about, but we just see little visuals of the world. Produced by Ridley Scott and directed by don't remember the name. Did you catch that?
Either way, can't wait till we start seeing a full trailer off of that.
That should be coming soon, hopefully next few months or so.
And this next trailer, I kind of drew me back to the Despicable movie.
Mm-hmm.
Despicable Me 3. 2 was lackluster for me. I was like, I'll watch it because of my kids, right? But I didn't like 2. I was like, whatever. The 3 it's looking pretty good. It looked pretty funny.
I liked the trailer for it. It was really funny. Yeah. Now we have Gru with his wife that we see that he meets in part 2. Yeah. Part 2 I liked. I like those Despicable Me movies. I even liked the Minions movie. They're fun, silly movies.
Yeah, but I thought the first one was better than the second one, which it somehow always happens on all movies. Mm-hmm. The second one is always bland. The third one is the one that brings it back. But it was a pretty funny trailer.
It was, seeing this new character, this new villain, very disco, 80s retro.
Which is hilarious. The mullet and the bald spot. I was like, yes.
When you see that shot from behind, you see he has a little bald spot. Yeah. But his dance moves is very, like playing with 80s stuff.
Doesn't it look like Borat, like Sacha Baron Cohen?
It does, yeah. He's got the mustache, but he's got the flat top. But he's actually voiced by Trey Parker, who's famous with South Park world. Yeah. But that looks funny. I'm looking forward to that one. Glad they're making another one.
I'll watch it.
Especially with Steve Carell. I'm a
Maybe
huge
not
fan
in
of
theaters,
his.
but well, you know what? I might actually do theater depending when it comes out.
Yeah, being a huge fan of Steve Carell, I'm glad to see the character of Gru back. I love that weird accent that he created. Weird character. So that's another one that dropped this week. Funny.
Followed by Furious 8.
The 8th in the franchise, the Fast and the Furious, called Fate of the Furious. Did you see this trailer?
No, I haven't even seen the 7th one. I don't think I've seen the 6th one. I'm so lost.
5 and 6. 5 got me back into it because, or not back into it, just into it. I saw the first one. It was like, whatever. It's like, I'm not into the race cars and that,
right?
That kind of.
Because the first one was genre specifically for those fast cars, that type of souped up vehicles that were during those times. Vehicles. And it's gone away from that to more speed, not just the souped up rice burners kind of deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So the first one I saw, I was like, okay, whatever, decent movie, something different. Second one, I don't think I saw. Third one, didn't watch. Fourth, didn't see it. Fifth one got me into it because The Rock was in it.
Right. And
the genre kind of changed to more of a crazy, like just action movie.
Like a Statham movie, right?
Yeah, it wasn't so focused on that the speed of the souped up cars and stuff like that. It was more of just a crazy action movie.
High thrill action movie.
And then adding The Rock to it, who's freaking awesome.
Who bulks up for this role. So if you're not gonna realize, he bulks up like 20 more pounds.
The part 5 I saw, part 6 I saw. Another crazy, just bombastic, fun action adventure movie. 7 I saw maybe the first half of it and haven't gotten around to finishing it. Okay. But this one looks like just more along the same line, same stuff of crazy, over the top action. But
which it's all of the movies have always been over the top, like all right, stretching the imagination a little bit, but
Yeah, but I mean they go to extremes with these with tanks and 20-mile long runways where they're chasing a plane down the runway and it's the cars flying out of buildings. The limit.
They do.
But it looks about the same, more of that action. In this one, I guess
it almost looked like a serious tone though on the trailer, like you know what I mean.
They tried to add the drama to it by this whole big deal of Vin Diesel's character kind of betraying the family and like kind of going after them and attacking them. Something
he did it for a
reason. But somehow, yeah, he's brainwashed somehow or something. Yeah. But to see a lot of these,
it's like Captain America saying "Hail Hydra."
A lot of these returning characters, like Kurt Russell from the last one's back. The Rock, of course. I mean, I think The Rock is the main reason I'm watching these movies, and the crazy action.
What is that one next?
War for the Planet of the Apes.
There we go.
Did you see that one?
Yeah. So it almost seems like this is what's going to lead up to it becoming an official Planet of the Apes kind of world. Like the battle where the humans lose it.
Well, I could tell that from the very first movie, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. It's like, it's going to lead to that.
So, yeah. So it looked pretty cool because this is really showing the apes where they're very militaristic. Like,
yeah, they're much more advanced. I mean, Caesar thinks because I haven't actually seen the previous one.
What?
Dawn of the Planet. Yeah.
Really?
That one I still haven't seen yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're much more advanced, much more. You hear him communicating in full sentences and talking, but now it's just like, it is that kind of all-out war between the humans and the apes.
And it's like it's a war. It's not like we're throwing bamboo sticks or spears. No,
they're using weapons. And you even see glimpses in this trailer of like actual. I think I saw a gorilla helping humans too. So somehow. I don't know if there's like
what?
Oh, you didn't catch that in the trailer?
Factions going on?
Yeah, I caught that in the trailer. Like there was a gorilla like standing next to a human, and they're shooting somebody, and like they get attacked. So there might be some sort of conflict within the primate, So that looks cool. So I need to catch up. I need to watch.
Oh, I can watch that.
Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
It looks cool. Another thing I want to watch though.
How about Dunkirk? That was one of the newest trailers that came out also.
Correct. Based on true events.
Mm-hmm.
It looked very amazing. Very amazing. I'm expecting great cinematography, great soundtrack, great story, which we already know the story to because it's in the history books. But it looks cool.
Visually, yeah, it looked amazing. Trailer-wise for like a movie, I think I was more impressed with just the teaser.
Oh, with the sounds? It was
just like the visuals of like the yeah, you see that boat full of guys, and then you hear that sound effect, and the everybody looking up and then ducking, and
right.
I don't know. I guess I expected more out of this first big trailer. Maybe we'll see more as these trailers progress, but
could be kind of one of those trailers like, if we show any more, you're literally seeing the whole movie kind of deal.
Kind of.
Because it's a story that's already been out there, so
it's based on actual events.
Yeah.
So which I actually don't know. I might have to research that just to see what.
Pretty much it's how all these soldiers escape. That's pretty much the story of how all these.
Dunkirk is where they're fighting.
It's where they're trapped.
Okay.
But that's pretty much it.
It's a Nolan film, so that's something I'm interested in.
Mm-hmm.
I like Nolan's visual style, his storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking forward to this one.
So am I.
Even though I wasn't too impressed with that first that main trailer.
Right.
Yeah.
What do you got next?
It's done with the trailers. Now into movie news. Suicide Squad, the extended edition, came out last week. Did you happen to catch that?
I saw it. I believe I bought it for my wife. Yeah. Gift for my wife.
Okay, and you guys watched it?
No, or for Christmas.
But you bought it, but you haven't watched it. It's the extended edition. It adds 13, 14 minutes to the main movie.
Does it add to the story?
Not so much. There's one piece that kind of like should not have been cut out. Kind of like integral to like the whole. Just after the Suicide Squad, kind of like, hey, we should make a run for it. We can take Rick Flag down, and then make a run for it. They have their little chance, and then they kind of see what they're up against, those aliens or mutants, whatever. They're like, what, let's kind of see what's going on here. So at one point, Flag's like, hey, you know what? You kind of seem to be the leader of this group. So if you keep them in line, I'll get you more than what you wanted. You get your freedom guaranteed. I'll give that to you. I have my connection to be able to let that happen. That was cut out of the movie. Because
gives more of an incentive to keep the guys in check. Then
because as the movie progresses, we see the Suicide Squad kind of have that turn, where Deadshot's like, hey, let's kind of let's kind of scrap that idea of making a break for it for now.
Yep.
That I don't see why that was cut out. That was, necessary for that. And then even later in the movie, I remember seeing in the theatrical movie where Will Smith's Deadshot says to Rick Flag, "We had a deal." It's like. But we didn't know what that deal was because that was cut out from the movie. So, there was more to the Joker Harley flashbacks of it. But, it helped the movie just a bit. That extra 13, 14 minutes.
The holy thing of that was going to fix the movie kind of deal that people were saying.
It wasn't the difference that half an hour Batman v Superman needed. The extra features on it, I love. I'm huge into the extra features.
So commentary. I like watching a movie with different point of views. So this is where kind of deal.
This one didn't have commentary, but it has.
It didn't.
Making of stuff. It was a lot of making of and behind the scenes stuff and talking to the cast and stuff. So that I liked. There was plenty of that to make it worth it for me. Getting this Blu-ray. So because a lot of Blu-rays actually don't do that much anymore. There's little featurettes here and there.
I was gonna bring that up too. Have you noticed that? Regular old school DVD movies had more when it came to extras.
Yeah.
Than the Blu-rays of today. Today's like, oh, watch this trailer for. Why do I want to? I hate when they put trailers.
When it's just trailers, yeah.
Why do I want to watch this trailer? The director's trailer cut, blah 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 blah. It's like, no, I want to see featurettes. I want to see more
behind the scenes stuff.
And it seems like for whatever reason, I've noticed this trend for a while now. Though Blu-ray movies don't have that much extra anymore.
I think it kind of started when Blu-rays first came out because they had so much room. It's like they were able to pack that kind of stuff in there. But now that physical media has died out and it's all streaming, I don't think anybody has any interest in that anymore. Jeez. Like us diehard movie fans that are into every aspect of the movie.
And that's unfortunate because I love having this stuff on my hands.
So do I.
And you learn the hard way buying digital cut you off from having that, and you're like, I remember that day you were telling me you felt like I got, dude, I got screwed out of this.
Even before the Batman v Superman, I didn't buy digital because it doesn't have all that extra stuff. My usual routine was Tuesdays when new movies come out, I go Best Buy, Target, I buy the the collector's edition with all the extra features. I make sure to compare the backs. You're like, okay, this one has more. I'm buying this one. I'd get home, I'd pop it in, watch all the extra features, watch the commentary, watch the movie. So I'd spend all day literally watching a movie because of all the extra features and stuff. That's why I have a big old collection of DVDs at home, and it's all the special editions or like the box sets with the extra features.
Right.
Just because I'm so fascinated with movie making.
No, and I like everything about it, you know.
So that's what I'm saying. At least the Suicide Squad Extended Edition gives you a good amount of
the featurettes
of back behind the scenes stuff.
So that's cool.
It's really cool. So that's really worth it. So I was really really content and happy about that. More with Suicide Squad news. Did you hear about the David Ayer being cast, or he's going to be directing Margot Robbie,
the Sirens?
this Gotham City Sirens movie?
No, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, so it was official earlier this week. David Ayer's coming back to the DC world, directing the movie, and he's partnering up with Margot Robbie, and they're going to do a Gotham City Sirens movie. So good news, and kind of meh news for me, because I mean,
Good news that their Sirens are officially moving forward with this.
Yeah.
Meh, because he's back, kind of deal.
Not so much. He's a great director. Let somebody else write the movie, because he wrote and directed Suicide Squad. It could have been better. So let's get somebody else to write this movie.
Just get someone who knows the world.
And then the fact that if it is going to be a Sirens movie, which it kind of was, not official, but he tweeted out a picture of the Gotham City Sirens, so Harley, Ivy, and Catwoman. So we're going to have an Ivy and Catwoman in this world, which is exciting. Now comes the fan casting and the whole...
And then comes how they're going to get introduced. How are they going to... Are we going to spend half of the movie introducing them and getting to know why they become a team? That's a lot of questions, man.
But then the downside to that is the rumor mill, which is like hard to kind of avoid, is the first thing that popped out maybe like a day or two later is that Megan Fox might be in negotiations or in the lead to play Poison Ivy. I'm not happy about that.
She's not a good actress.
She's not.
She has a toe thumb.
I could care less. I have one of those, so I'm a little
Do
offended.
you really?
But that has nothing to do with that has nothing to do with actress ability.
You have a toe thumb.
Has nothing to do with acting ability.
It does to me.
So,
well, first of all, she doesn't know how to act.
I'm disappointed in that.
Let's be honest. She doesn't know how to act.
No.
She's not a good actress.
No. I mean, she did fine for her bit in the Transformers movies.
Because she was a looker.
She was not good in
This
the
is
Turtles movies.
This is pre-surgeries.
I don't follow her enough. Did she have surgeries or? And
Dude,
all that
her
junk?
face is completely... She doesn't look like Megan Fox of Transformers. You can look up Megan Fox before and after
afters.
surgery.
I can do without that. But if just this rumor mill got and then
No, literally, it's a different person. It's not like, oh, it's botched. It literally a different person.
I'll look that up. But in the meantime,
But anyways, I hope not.
but there is. Okay,
I hope not.
I guess being hypocritical on that, the kind of person that they're going after, or rumored again, the whole rumor mill business, with
Uma Thurman.
Catwoman being cast, is I forget her name off the top of my head. I'll look for that right now too.
Is that Uma Thurman?
No, which would be funny actually.
Is that Halle Berry?
Oh God, no.
Oh my god. Is it someone I've seen in a specific movie?
No, she's actually in. Yeah, that's a plastic surgery face.
Is he?
That's a plastic surgery face.
Bro.
It's yeah.
Seriously, look at it though. Completely.
That doesn't look like natural.
Would you recognize her and be like, hey, that's...
That's not natural aging. No.
No, but would you recognize her?
Nope.
Right? It's so different that you would not know that was Megan Fox.
Nope.
Knew it. Told you it was that bad. She's not young anymore.
Yeah, that's.
I know it's horrible to say. The Hollywood does this to women. Change her. Trying to find out who.
Yeah, there's she's actually in. What's that show? From Dusk Till Dawn. That
The
show
show?
on
The Netflix?
the El Rey network. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's on Netflix now. But the actress who plays the Satanico Pandemonium, she's actually kind of rumored to be in the role for Catwoman.
I don't know. I've never really seen her.
I don't know her acting chops, but she looks the part. But at the same
You
time,
can always find someone that looks apart, though.
she actually, I think, that's the thing with this casting now. Batman is in his 40s.
Yes.
To cast a 25-year-old as a Catwoman, I don't think that's. I mean, this we've already established this is an existing DC universe because of Batman v Superman. We need to have an actress along the lines of, I think, a Kate Beckinsale as Catwoman would be cool. A lot of people like Ava Green as a Catwoman.
Oh yeah.
I'm not into that one, but I think Rebecca Ferguson. Did you watch Mission Impossible Rogue Nation?
Yes.
The female in that one, the female lead in that one, I think she'd be an awesome
She's
Catwoman.
exotic. What is she from?
She's British.
Oh, okay.
But I think, physically already in that movie, she's performed Catwoman like stunts in that movie.
What's that girl's name again from Assassin's Creed?
The movie that's coming out?
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
The main chick.
She's not. I don't think I've ever seen her before.
Yeah, she was the one that's hooking up Fassbender.
Well, I've seen her in the trailers, but I've never seen her before then.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think she's done anything before then.
Oh, guarantee she has. Bring up IMDb for.
You're probably thinking of Olga Kurilenko. I think we've talked about that before. The one from the Bond movie.
Yes.
Yeah, that's not who you're thinking of.
No, she was not in that movie.
Olga Kurilenko's not Assassin's Creed girl.
Really? She's not in Assassin's Creed? It looks just like her.
Looks like her, but it's not her. Yeah.
Well, then I like Olga for that role. She's an exotic look.
Olga Kurilenko. Yeah. Let's see. Is it Charlotte Rampling? Is that who that is?
No, that's not what I'm talking about. Straight here, her.
Oh, Marion Cotillard.
Yeah.
I think she's probably a little past that. She was Talia al Ghul from Dark Knight Rises.
That's where I look. Okay, I was like, I knew she looked familiar.
Yeah. She was in
different world, so they can reintroduce her.
That's true. Different universe.
Yeah.
I gotta look up this.
I think really Olga can do it, man.
Olga can do
Buff her up.
Yeah, she needs a little more muscles.
Agility. Because that's what Catwoman's thing. She's very active. She's very nimble. She's very everywhere kind of deal. You know.
She's very agile.
You read it in the comics.
Slinky and agile.
Yeah. She's a girl version of Nightwing. That's how I look at it.
Which again, like Rebecca Ferguson, who you saw do that kind of stuff in Rogue Nation.
So I'm all for.
So there's that with the DC Universe news. Along with that came news of, okay, we're going to do a Deadshot movie. So they're giving Will Smith his lead vehicle as Deadshot.
And he impressed me. Remember we were talking about it? How I was like, okay.
Yeah, because you weren't too sure about that.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna hate it. I told you off the bat, I'm not gonna hate it, but I'm going kind of skeptical. I'm gonna give it a shot, and I was impressed.
So for him to win you over, I think is really cool.
Yeah,
a good sign that he did a good job.
Yeah, you did.
Along with that came news that we're gonna start moving on a Suicide Squad 2. Which all sounds like good news, but at the same time, it's like, hey DC, let's focus on this slate that we've already kind of put up. Let's make a good Justice League.
Don't get it all muddied.
Don't get ahead of yourselves with this. Yeah. Let's get a good Wonder Woman. Make sure that was good. Make sure that one's good.
It looks good.
Let's get that good. So did Batman v Superman, the trailer.
That's true. It's probably gonna be the best movie so far if Wonder Woman makes it success.
Let's get that Justice League tight. Let's get it good.
Have you seen the new entertainment images they leaked out?
That's one of our fewer bits down the line, but yeah, one of the images was leaked out today with the Batman,
Flash.
Wonder Woman, Flash.
Uh-huh.
Let's see.
Crimson.
Yeah,
red.
I mean, just the fact that I'm cool with if they would have just done with, hey, David Ayer's back and we're gonna do Gotham City Sirens. Leave it at that. But Deadshot and Suicide Squad. No, let's focus on. Let's get good.
Let's see how we get, and then we'll be like, yes, because we have the chemistry, we have the equation figured out now.
Because they've already kind of, I think, permanently messed it up a bit with the Batman v Superman kind of stuff. Like the way their continuity in the movie is having Metropolis and Gotham as neighboring cities is like kind of like
which was completely ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't think that should have happened, and the jumbling of the schedule with like getting that Batman movie in before Aquaman. It's like, hey, this new character that we are excited for because we see the little bits of Jason Momoa from this Justice League stuff. we want to see a good movie from him, especially James Wan as the director.
Mm-hmm.
And then more news along that was the casting of Patrick Wilson to play Orm, like his arch nemesis in this. So that's like his version of Loki almost for Aquaman. But just DC is like, I don't this.
Like getting pulled every so which way that they can't focus on one area.
Yeah, it's like, Suicide Squad made a bunch of money. Let's move quicker on that. It's like, no, let's establish this stuff a little better. Like Ben Affleck came out saying there's no amount of money in the world that's gonna make him push forward a mediocre Batman movie. He wants to have something good, something solid.
So, yeah, that's awesome.
Which is, at the same time is like, we've heard that they're gonna start filming in the next few months. So is that script like ready
maybe
to
he's
go?
Saying it, maybe he's saying like, hey, although you hear that they're gonna start, I'm not gonna start until I'm ready to start.
Yeah, which I hope like,
because we've seen he's a great director and he does not pull garbage out there.
Yeah, so I'm hoping during this last few months and this whole time that he's been saying that, he's been working on that script.
Which is, speaking
along
of
with
which,
Jeff
I saw
Johns
the
and getting it. Was it good? I haven't seen that.
It was a good movie. It was okay.
It looked cool. It looks like his kind of foot as a Bourne type character. Is that what it pretty much was?
It was different.
Well, because his character has autism or something like that,
like Asperger's or something like that.
Asperger's, and he's like a trained killer.
Yeah.
Man.
But it was pretty cool. I liked it though.
So yeah, I'm a bit mixed.
It has
with
the Punisher. It has Batman.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing the trailers. It's like Punisher and Batman. Yeah. Oh, like Gordon's in there too, right?
Yeah, that's true. Jim Gordon is in there.
And then what's her face? I forget the actor's name, but like rumored to be Batgirl, or like, oh, this would be cool for her as Batgirl or something like that. Anna Kendrick. So I'm thinking. But yeah, I'm still kind of back and forth with this DC news. It's like, great, cool, we got DC news. All right, sweet. You know, David Ayer's back. Margot Robbie pushing forward with the movie, but it's like, let's establish this a little better.
Yeah.
Don't announce this and then just fit it in when you can come up with an open spot.
Let's just say everything's right on Wonder Woman.
It's gonna be writing on Wonder Woman.
Let's be honest, it's right on Wonder Woman.
After we see that, it'll be okay. It's gonna be writing on Justice League. It's gonna be writing on Justice League. Justice League will be a good one.
If Wonder Woman becomes great, which it's not like I'm saying is like a long shot because it looks phenomenal.
It does.
Even the trailers alone look better than Batman vs Superman kind of deal. Showing success, like okay, a little bit of relief, cool. They got they figure out the equation kind of deal, you know.
All right, so I found the actress. Aiza Gonzalez is who, again, with the whole internet rumor mill business of like, oh, Jeff Johns is following a new person on Twitter. Aiza Gonzalez is kind of rumored to be Catwoman.
Ooh, she's sexy.
She's gorgeous, and the same thing is kind of going back to the Megan Fox was eye candy, so that's why they cast her in movies. I don't know her acting chops. I'm going to check out Dusk Till Dawn to see what she can do. And again, same time, it's like she seems a little too young to be in this already established as Batman. Because we have the Dark Knight Returns Batman in this movie universe. He's older. He's been through it all, grumpy. He's lost to Robin. So to have a 22-year-old Sunila Kyle, I don't know. It's not cool with me.
Well, like I said, it's all we don't know what's gonna happen. So.
I mean, I love watching these DC movies, but they just can't get it right. I can admit that. I can admit it.
All right, what's next?
Already mentioned. Let's see. The news came out. Patrick Wilson is Orm, and I think actually he would look really cool as seeing the picture of Orm with that mask that he wears and stuff. It's like I could totally see that actor in it. And it's cool, another Watchmen member in this DC universe. He was Owlman from Watchmen. Oh, also with that rumor mill business, Jackie Earle Haley was followed, I think, by Jeff Johns too. So the guy who played Rorschach. So now it's like, oh, who's he going to be? Like a Scarecrow or Hugo Strange maybe? I could see him as a Scarecrow. That'd be pretty cool.
I could see a Scarecrow is really legit.
He'd be a really good Scarecrow if they can. I could see a really cool like.
Stop this rumor mills.
Outfit
You're
design.
spreading this rumor mills. I should have him follow me.
And like, oh, you're the new. Who's this guy? Who's this new unknown?
I am. I'm possibly gonna play the Blue Beetle guys.
Ooh, who's this new Hispanic?
Reyes.
Let's see. So we got again the news with Affleck. He came out saying about making a good Batman movie. Gal Gadot was in Time magazine. The story about her as Wonder Woman. There was a picture of her kind of like in her gauntlets, and a new image from the movie was released. And then was it Entertainment Weekly,
which always gets a great shots somehow.
Released that
very vibrant in the colors. The flashes like crimson red they use all is pretty legit.
So you only got Batman, Wonder Woman, and Flash.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with Aquaman there.
He's not around as far as this part of the story or part of the movie, because I think it was speculated from that previous set visit that a lot of these reporters kind of went on. They said, "Oh, we know what kind of scene this was being filmed at this time," and it kind of leads to this kind of action set piece with parademons, and then Aquaman kind of shows up later. So that's just kind of before that Aquaman shows up.
Cool.
So that's let's see, movie news. I guess this weekend, Rogue One was the big movie that came out.
Which I plan on seeing, but
you haven't seen. I can probably give a quick spoiler-free review.
Okay.
I'm not sure how much you know about the story, but it's kind of in the history of the Star Wars.
Right. Which is
basically
the team that got the blueprints to destroy the Death Star.
Exactly.
That's their story.
It's the first two paragraphs of the opening crawl from A New Hope. So we actually get to see that played out. It's a good movie. I already seen it twice. I enjoyed it.
I've heard nothing but positive. I've heard it is tied as the top Star Wars movie there with New Hope.
It's up there. People are saying it's, I guess, in the order of if they're supposed to, I guess, list it. It's Empire Strikes Back is the number one in like these diehard fans, and then A New Hope, and then people are saying now you can fit in Rogue One into that, maybe third slot, almost tied for second.
New Hope. That's what I'm saying. Is like, yeah.
So it is good. It's it sets up that story like what you said. It sets it up exactly. You know the pieces. You know why things are done, why these characters are doing what they're doing, and the characters we see from this lore. I mean, it's no secret Darth Vader's in this movie.
Right.
He's got, I think, 3 scenes in it.
That's it, really?
Yeah, just 3 quick scenes in it. It's not. Yeah, he's in it because it's his leading up to. Because you see the Death Star being built, you actually see it used once and twice. So Darth Vader is in there. Quick little scenes, but his last scene is awesome. It's like you've never seen him before. So
I heard about that. It's like the last 10 minutes of him there is pretty legit.
That's gonna blow your mind. The last half hour, 45 minutes of the movie is great. Just this war scene of it, the whole thing of them going to get the plans, and once that plan gets set into motion, and the action that follows is
I heard
awesome.
it's just nonstop. There's Scott. So I gotta see it. I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna see it. It just probably do it when I get off next shift and stuff like that. But yeah, and I heard people. I know for a fact people are like, oh, they use some good CG to bring up, the X pilots and stuff like that. And I was like, no, they use unused clips from the old movie, which is pretty cool as part of them.
Yeah, unused footage. We have a lot of cameos from people in the New Hope and the Star Wars universe that So you see some of the people from like the bars, the cantina, like you said, the red leader, gold leader in there. But that's footage actually used from
that was unused footage from
the original movie. And then, but the CG that they do use to bring back old characters is like, I mean, for me, it was cool. It was like
it was phenomenal. I heard
you could tell that it wasn't a real human being on screen.
But it was so good you could pass
just passable. It's just because that whole thing in the eyes, where, they're just dead eyes.
Right.
But
not only that, and
the uncanny valley.
It's gone to the point where if it's bad CG, it just ruins it. You're like, it just kills this scene.
But I think it's good.
No, that's what I'm saying. If it would have been bad CG, it would have killed it. It's either it's passable or it's bad CG.
It's good. It's just more than passable. It's like, oh wow, to see this person actually in a scene. That's cool. This actor who died in the 80s.
Well, kind of like what they used with Iron Man.
Yeah, it's like kind of the de-aging process of what they did with Robert Downey Jr. It's actually I mean, from what, last year, earlier? Bless you. So from earlier this year till now, it has progressed that much. It was like, oh, wow, you're seeing this guy.
And it was really great, what they used for Robert Downey Jr. It was like amazing.
Yeah. I mean, you could, again, tell it was CG, but yeah. And this one is like, you look at it, there's something off about it, but it's like, it's just passable and just that good. Mm-hmm. But it's definitely, you got to go see that movie. It's really good. And then, do you have A New Hope?
I have the box sets, yeah.
Yeah. So when you go see Rogue One, set up A New Hope in your player, so that way when you get home and you can push play immediately and you can see, or you could even see it from the.
I'll probably notice it. That's cool. So, well, there you go.
So Rogue One, go see it. We'll get more spoilers into it when you go see it. We'll talk about it.
Cool. I think that's pretty much it for movies.
That's all the movie news. Being that I've been out of class for a week, all I've been doing is like binging TV and catching up and watching movies.
So I see you have Ash vs. Evil Dead, so I'm guessing you caught up on the season?
My new obsession. I had bought it like early October. Like it was on sale for like the Halloween season because I'd heard good things about it and I just not got around to see it. I popped it in and I could not get enough. It was only 10 episodes and they're only half an hour each.
Yeah.
It's like I binged through it and I watched the special features. It's my new obsession. I love this show so much. It's like I wish I had that Stars channel so I could watch it as it comes because season 2 just ended on Stars, so I gotta wait for that Blu-ray to come out.
Or get a Fire Stick TV, man.
But it's got that comedy, that horror comedy, that
campy.
No, it's not campy. It just has that horror comedy that you know from Evil Dead that Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell I think almost created pretty much, and it's so tied into the original. They go back to the story is he's got to take the Necronomicon, the book, back to the cabin and destroy it. So all the stuff can. So that's the story of the first season, and the way it ties in everything from the movies that I saw growing up. It's like my new obsession. I love the new characters, his new friend Pablo, and Kelly that he like tag along with him on the mission, and Bruce Campbell is freaking hilarious. But it's gore galore. It's funny. It's got the creatures that you know, like the familiar faces of that Sam Raimi style. I love this show.
That's cool,
I'm so obsessed with it.
That's cool.
And then there's another thing I binge. There's this sci-fi show called Channel Zero. Have you heard about this?
No.
It's like this new anthology show on sci-fi. Season 1 just wrapped up. It's called Channel Zero. The first season's called Candle Cove. It's one of those. It's a horror show, but it's very slow burn. It doesn't have jump scares, and it's not a fast-paced show. It's very slow. It's a slow burn, but it's very creepy. It's actually based off of. Do you know Creepypasta? It's this online website where people just kind of do scary stories or urban legends.
It's meant to. A creepypasta is pretty much just a scary story, but that you're connecting to something else. Like, oh, this movie came out because of the
Yeah. So this first season, Candle Cove, was actually taken from one of those creepypasta stories.
Was it really?
Yeah, based off of like people like, hey, do you guys remember this childhood show called Candle Cove? So like it kind of went off on from that little idea. It's real creepy. Depends on your likings. It's because it's a slow burn. Seeing all the trailers and stuff and the ads for it, I saw that it said it's this year's or it's a new version of Stranger Things, which I don't really think so. But it's got some creepy imagery, creepy creatures, creepy effects, creepy things. I liked it. Like I binged it. There's only 6 episodes, hour long, so I finished that. It was really cool. Season 2 looks pretty cool too. It's a different one called No End House. Something about like this house with 6 rooms. And you have to survive through each room or something like that.
That sounds cool.
So it's another one of those anthology kind of shows, kind of almost American Horror Story like.
So why does it have 2 titles?
I don't know what the Channel Zero deal is about, but it's on Sci-Fi, the Sci-Fi channel. But it's called Channel Zero, and then Candle Cove was that first season. This one's Channel Zero, No End House. That's something if you're interested.
So Channel Zero with different titles is a different part.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Channel Zero is like Tales from the Crypt.
I guess, yeah.
And then the title of whatever that story of that.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I guess you can equate it to that.
So it's like a Black Mirror.
Black
Black Mirror, you got this.
This one has a complete story to it for the first season.
Oh, okay.
It's not different stories with each episode. It's a complete story based on this Kendall Cove kind of creepy TV show that basically kind of hypnotizes kids, and there's crazy murders that happens and creepy weird creatures and stuff.
That is up my alley though. That sounds
it was good. I liked it, but again, it's I don't want to overhype it, but it's a horror creepy, but it's very slow paced.
All right.
If you're into that.
You got my attention on that one. Something
Cool.
I'll probably check out.
Yeah, check it out.
Channel 0. All right.
Channel 0. It's from Sci-Fi. You probably see it on your candlestick or whatever.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull that one up.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Cool. So I've done nothing with comics this last week or so.
Okay, so Inhumans versus X-Men. Remember last week I told you about
Cyclops, the death of Cyclops.
So this is officially X-Men are retaliating.
So it's continuing. I thought it was like a standalone type of little four-story arc.
That was a 4-story arc, but that was the death of Cyclops.
Oh, so now it's Inhumans
versus the X-Men.
X-Men.
So the ending of that is set. I'm gonna let you borrow it. I'm gonna let you take it home today.
Cool.
Get home, read it.
That good?
It's that good.
All right.
It is that good.
And I don't have to really know the Inhumans or these
This
characters
is what it is. Inhumans, Terrigen Cloud is deadly to mutants for whatever reason it is.
From the first part you told me, yeah.
There's 2 big clouds. Cyclops was able to destroy one cloud. The Inhumans see that as a direct attack to their creation. They killed them. They call themselves they call it temporary truth.
Okay.
There's only one cloud left. Beast has told the X-Men or all those people that gathered, the cloud is reaching its limit of holding together. Soon, I think it says 2 weeks, it will disperse to the whole world. So it's an end game. So he says he's saying either we die or we leave the planet.
Oh, wow.
That's what he's saying. Those are the options we have. And the other people are like, what about the third option? How about we stay and we live? And we destroy that cloud and we fight. And he goes, no. So they put up the vote. And Beast is like, well, I know what you guys are going to choose, but I'm still going back with Inhumans. I'm teaming, and then and that's where I'm going to leave it.
Okay. So Beast is like siding with the Inhumans.
Kinda, because he sees the Inhumans are trying to help out. They're not completely evil or anything like that, but to a limit. You attack the cloud, it's like you're attacking them. So they're truly not trying to kill any of the mutants.
I'm down. I'll take it.
But it's an amazing read. And then Jessica Jones, God, it's such a good comic book read, man.
That just came back, right?
Yeah, it's on 3rd issue. I'm loving it. It's such. It's good. It really isn't superhero smashing bashing. It is. There's a good story to this, and I'm liking it.
She's more crime drama noir type of more not okay. Yeah, because like the TV show I liked a lot. It was really good.
Yeah, so I'm liking it, and that's pretty much the 2 stories that I'm really enjoying.
Sweet. Yeah, I've not caught up on my comics. I got a big stack to really catch up on.
What you got on video games?
Video games. So the Telltale that Batman wrapped up. I finished it. Really, really cool. The storyline and talking to like Art, my partner who I got into it. His past was different. Like his gameplay was different. Experiences. Have you got a chance to play it yet?
No, remember I told you I was waiting for this official, and then
so
I'll probably play after Christmas or something.
Also, today the Telltale released season 3 of The Walking Dead, of their Telltale series.
I have that on PC.
I have played season 1 and 2. Have you played those?
I have them on PC. I just haven't played them.
You haven't played them. I have the Michonne story. I haven't played that. I'm gonna buy this season 3. Because again, I mean, these Telltale stories are amazing that you play.
The cell shading involved in the design of the game, I like it.
They're great. I mean, they're very emotionally engaging because you're the one making the decisions that affect
the outcome of the game.
The outcome of the game is amazing. The Mario Run that was finally released.
Right, a lot of people that played it, I don't have an iPhone. They say they like it.
It's right now. It's on
but
iPhone
it's only
only.
3 levels, and then you have to pay for the whole game.
Is it really? That's a shame.
Yeah. Which I will never do.
So Nintendo, they released that for Apple. Hopefully it will come out on
Nintendo's
Android.
Doing some moves, man.
They're doing some good things. Actually, I just saw today that the Nintendo Switch, the specs on it, people like leak specs on it, showing that once you take it off that dock and play it as the handheld console, like the specs of it, kind of the speed and quality of it drop a little. Like as far as when you're playing it docked to the console to play on TV. Like once you go mobile, it kind of lessens.
Feels like it would make sense, no?
It does. I guess they say it's to save battery power, but I mean, again, yeah, you're playing it on a TV, so it is going to need more power to play it docked on that console. But I don't see that really as a negative.
No, it's like it makes sense. I mean, it's giving you the option to go. If not, just play it as a TV.
So that's what the Mario Nintendo news. And then what have I played? I just downloaded the Uncharted survival mode.
The horde mode you were telling me.
Yeah, that I told you played on over the PlayStation. So that was fun. I played that an hour before my internet kind of took a dump and like I can't log on anymore.
What?
I have no idea. So
what do you have?
DirecTV. I spent 45 minutes on the phone with them before I came, but nothing resolved. But
sounds like a headache.
So I got a chance to play some of that, and that was fun playing.
Cool.
That survival mode. And then what have you been playing?
Just a lot of Battlefield. I got to play BioShock, and I've been into it. BioShock 2, of course. So far in the story, I know it's an old game. I'm playing the remastered one where it has all the
collection.
Collection. Not really into the story.
The story was better from the first one.
Yeah.
Second one was decent, but I like the gameplay of it and the world of it. That's why I continued to play that one and love that.
It's still cool because I love that world, but I can tell you that I like the story for the first one better.
Yeah. So. And then
that's pretty much it.
You've played Infinite, right?
No.
No? Oh, once you play Infinite, that story is just as... Oh, that story is amazing.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
And then I do have Black Ops 3 now.
Black Ops 3. Do I have that one? I think
you do.
I do.
Yeah, so we can all do zombies.
Zombie mode.
Hit Priscilla. Wait up, Priscilla. We can do zombie mode.
Yeah, because the new one is advanced or Infinite Warfare. Yeah, I have that one.
So bought it off on Christmas sale. $30 all DLC. So
nice.
That's pretty much it, man.
Yeah, that's all the news we got for this week.
Until we get more amazing news,
which will all drop tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. All right, thanks again, guys. Next time you hear us, it'll be already Christmas. So
yeah, we're holiday season.
Yeah, so Merry Christmas from the NES family here.
Merry whatevers for all you to not get offended.
Yeah,
and PC, keep it PC.
Yeah.
And thanks for listening. Those of you that listen and watching our videos again.
Do we have a year doing this now? Almost.
We started at the beginning of the year. Yeah. So.
Hell yeah. And we still doing it. I like it.
Yep.
Pound it.
Yep.
All right. Thank you guys.
And that'll do it. Like, share, subscribe.
Mm-hmm. Hit us up.
Yep.
Later, guys.
See you.
Oh, dude, it's funny when the family's hitting me up for all these unboxings. Like, what?